What's going on, everybody? So I'm doing a little series on leadership and what I took from the military into my civilian life. Earlier in a video that I did, I mentioned CRM. So I wanted to bring up what CRM is, composite risk management. So while I was in the military, I always saw this particular model. Some civilian versions of this might reword it or whatever, but this is the basic premises. You identify your hazards, problems, or issues. You assess them. You develop your controls. That means like you can put down on paper what might help you achieve a specific goal. You implement your controls. That means you execute the issues. Some execution phrases that I used to get from the military was shoot, move, communicate. And then you would end that cadence with lock, load, and annihilate. And I'll talk about that in the next video, right? So supervise and evaluate is your next one. So while you're supervising the task, you have to go and look at where you're getting your stepping stones and your little goals to get to your big goal, and then evaluate whether or not they're working properly to get you to your big goal. So this is your risk assessment maintenance. Again, on the civilian side, I've seen it worded differently, but it's basically the same premises. You want to take all unnecessary risks out of the equations. So what you can do is there's going to be some residual risks that you have to accept. Well, you want to find out what those residual risks are by using your processes and supervise and evaluate, and then you take the likelihood and probability of your severity, and then or of the event happening, and then you take the severity and you put it into this matrix, and then once you implement your controls, you can come down and try and get to low risk levels at the bottom and the right hand side of that chart. Sometimes you have to accept whether it's a low risk level or a medium risk level, or then you have high and extremely likely high risk. So you want to get as low as possible. Hey, some things in the military where your residual risk level is still going to be extremely high, but as a civilian, you can usually get your risk to low. So some things that I implement on my construction sites are your PPE, so that way you don't take risk of hurting your eyes, your hands and limbs and stuff like that, or fall protection, things to that effect. So you can use those processes. Go back and watch the video again, and you can copy them, or you could Google those matrices, and it'll help you move forward as you move forward throughout your careers as a civilian, or even while you're still in the military.